Hey friend, welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. Let's check in Pisces and see what's going on the week ahead for you. As always, hope you are doing well. Let me know one thing this week that you have future gratitude for. Let's bring in those things that we're desiring and stay in that space and energy to support your highest good. All right, Pisces, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on right now with the current energy. Thank you, Spirit. We've got death energy. Let's see what's crossing this energy. We've got the Fool. Okay, I'm really like that for you. But I'll get into it in a moment. Let's have a look at the influence in the current situation. We've got Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. The past impacting you right now. We've got the Temperance and the Four of Pentacles. Let's have a look at your headspace. We've got the Two of Wands. The near future. Oh, we've got two cards coming on in. We've got the Three of Swords and the Hanged One. Your power in this situation. The Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. The environment around you. We've got the Four of Wands. Hopes and fears. Eight of Wands. Okay, the story's coming through pretty clear, guys, and I'll get into it in a moment. And potential outcome. Thank you, Spirit. Potential outcome. We've got the King of Cups. Let's get one more. Actually, I'll clarify that in a moment as we get through this. So just remember here, Pisces, well, this is for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising predominantly with this energy. This is a general read, so connect into intuition and what feels like you and your story. This may relate, this may not. So yeah, hang in there or check out other readings. Now, right now, in terms of the energy, the current energy is showing a death energy and the Fool. So you may be feeling like there's some significant form of change happening right now in your life. And this change could be about endings, about something transforming or going a different direction. But with that, naturally, that's challenging this is the new beginning. Maybe you're in a bit of a holding pattern right now, or maybe you're feeling like, if I go this direction, this means this. If I stay here, this means that. You know, there could be these aspects of what does your future look like, because we are showing that in the headspace as well. So there's definitely some change or something in your environment right now that is changing. It feels like kind of no matter what here right now. It doesn't need to be this huge thing, but it could be significant for some of you. For some of you, this could be just, you know, small things that add up to big things or have, you know, a pretty significant impact on what this may be. But I feel like right now that you know that there's some form of change coming, and what does that look like? Because this Fool energy, maybe you feel like you don't have enough information to take that leap. Maybe you feel like, you know, it's not the right time or it's too early. But I feel like this is something that timing is a factor. And change is a factor either which way. So what you choose to do with it is going to be a big piece here. In terms of your power in this situation, it's about your strength, it's about your independence, it's about trusting and knowing what you're capable of here with this Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is acknowledging where you're not fulfilled, is acknowledging what's missing in your life, okay? So that's a key part, but there's something here about your own personal strength and independence that is core here around this situation, and quite strongly influencing this, because maybe there's some of you, it's interesting, I don't usually get here about being alone with the Nine of Pentacles, but Nine of Pentacles is also quite a solo energy. And she's looking here about going a certain direction, but to me this is showing your independence and strength and trusting that you can build and create and be successful either way on this journey here, Pisces. So be mindful of that. This direction I feel is going to give you success, but that is what is parts of you that I feel like you're trying to gather information and data at the moment, and kind of what may be happening here on this leap to go, I want to take this chance on something, but I acknowledge I have to leave something behind, okay? So that seems to be a big piece of the puzzle, but it's showing me here that you have everything you need, that you will be successful in this pursuit and endeavor, and choosing you and choosing that path and choosing that journey, that's the piece of the puzzle. That's the part that is relevant here right now, this missing cup. The past impacting you right now, we do have, if I can pick them up, we do have two cards here again, Four of Pentacles and the Temperance energy. So there's some elements here of what to hold on to, what to let go of, and what to allow. And I feel like this has been a bit of a theme this last week for you, is the allowance, but also the trusting that things need to be tempered sometimes in the creation of, things don't, some things can change overnight, but usually it's a multitude of things that have got to this place. Or when something does change, there are these elements of this ebb and flow energy and how that will ride and move forward. But you're familiar with this. This is not something, new. You're familiar with this energy and understanding that. But there's something about, because the Four of Pentacles is about holding on, but it's also wanting to build. But there's this part right now of maybe you are building a new foundation for yourself, or a new life for yourself, or a new, there's a connection or a job. There's something important and valuable to you right now that I feel like you want to, keep expanding on. But there's this little bit of what feels like suffocation, but more so coming from a place of maybe wanting to overdo, maybe wanting to fix, maybe wanting to help to get the result that you desire, which I can acknowledge. While that's important, there's also this part of the allowance that it keeps just letting me know the allowance. I just feel like I can't breathe a little bit. So that's something to just look at right now in terms of this situation, Pisces, okay? Yeah, there's something here you don't want to let go of, but I feel like as part of this important step or direction, there is something that you need to loosen a little bit around something that you're working on or doing, okay? And this, again, could be related to a person, a situation, some form of dynamic here. Because as I mentioned before, with this Two of Wands, this is about your future. This is about your direction. This is what you see, where you're going to be, what matters to you, what does life look like. And the Two of Wands is part of the creation of that, okay? So I feel like there could be perhaps some conversations, looking at some form of direction here that is quite strongly on your mind right now, okay? So don't forget these parts of who you are, your strength. Don't forget about those parts of your why and where you're going and what matters to you, because that's really important. In terms of the near future, it could be, again, that there's still a standstill, and that's causing a little bit of disappointment, or a little bit of, the word it's given me is dysfunction. But dysfunction, it feels more like a little bit of disruption, because it seems like something is waiting to see what happens, and that's what seems to be challenging and difficult, okay? There may be an important decision to make as part of this new opportunity, this new beginning, looking at what's lost, but perhaps looking at what can be possibly found and the potential of something here. You don't know what you don't know, right? But I can see this little in-between period. This is helping gain wisdom, helping gain understanding. But I do feel like this is also, a little bit heavy on the heart and impacting you potentially on a mindset level as well going through this. In terms of your power in the situation, interesting energy to have the Four of Cups and Five of Pentacles show up here. Four of Cups means disconnected, and the Five of Pentacles is at a loss. But why I feel this is your power in this situation is that you know what to do with this. You know when you're in this energy changes. You also know, Pisces, through this, for this, who you are, who you've become, that there's something special that you do in these moments of time. And because it's sitting in your power, maybe there's something here that you shouldn't be giving to. Maybe it's negative thinking. Maybe it's questioning you know, your worth. Maybe it's questioning being left behind. Whatever this is, there's something here about focusing on what you have, not what you don't have, okay? Because the Four of Cups too, there's something here offering you something. But I feel this is also about not giving into less than. And that's what your power is in this situation, okay? In terms of what's around you, this is about home, happiness. This is your current environment. So I feel there is a becoming, or this is, again, something core and key around this whole situation is something around the home front, something around your successes, or something about going somewhere. But it just seems related to home is what's going on around you. But Four of Wands is also the success of. So I feel like this is, you know, moving in a positive direction, even though you may feel right now or acknowledge the difficulty, the losses, the challenge here. The hopes and fears is that this is going to move forward and move forward in the right direction, that the right communication, that momentum will build. Okay, Eight of Wands is fast-moving energy. Maybe you're worried someone could be traveling or going a certain direction with or without you. But maybe, you know, this is about not just that, Pisces, but what do you want to do? What do you want to be a part of? Where do you want this to go? Because you are in somewhat control of this as well, okay? You are riding this and driving this forward as well, okay? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you do have the King of Cups in the outcome, which is talking about balancing your emotions. It's about leading. It's about maybe some of you, there's a little bit of fear that there's something coming towards a masculine energy. Maybe there's some hope that you're going towards this caring, loving energy, but that's also your space, your energy of how you're showing up in terms of this situation, and you're coming out on top, you know. I am going to further clarify these because what I feel, there's a little bit of stir is what feels like here right now, a little bit of stir. So I want to just get a little bit more here just to see what this Three of Swords and Hanged One is about. Nine of Cups. Yeah. So there's something about this Eight of Cups and getting to this Nine of Cups that's key here, okay? But there is some disappointment or hurt that's happened along the journey, and it could have been the in-between or can be the in-between getting there, okay? But your place right now, let's get you a bit of advice here on the Four of Cups and Five of Pentacles. Yeah, King of Swords. So again, this is about staying sound mentally. It's about having the right support around you. This is very logical air energy. Let's get one more on this King of Swords, one we need to know. Page of Swords, yeah. So there's something about more information that's really important, and I think how you look at this situation and how you go towards it. You could be dealing with someone here that brings a lot of lack energy or a lot of challenging energy in terms of they could be draining you or could be questioning, you know, someone's intent here. But your power is what you do with this, because I know you know how to handle situations like this. But the important piece is staying grounded, staying, I feel the word it's given me is steadfast, which is interesting word to come here, because I also feel this is about, yeah, it is holding your ground here, Pisces, and knowing what you do know and knowing your truth and knowing that there's some information here that's important around this. Let's have a look at the Four of Wands. Yeah. So I feel this is, again, positive movement. There is an offer and opportunity here that's coming towards you in love, in connection, in care, in direction of something that you've been really desiring here with this Four of Wands. It's like, let's do this. So let's have a look at this Eight of Wands. Yeah. And this is relevant, right? The Magician with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about healing, is getting to a place of peace, is really wanting this to move forward and just be at peace with it. Because as I said, I like this because I can tell here, Pisces, that you're looking at or doing your best to look at the positive, to look at your best to stay strong, to move forward in a way that you know is yours. Sorry if you can hear the, I've got some washing going on in the background, and I think I've got something loose sitting on top of the washing machine, so if you can hear that, apologize. Yeah, I'm just getting a sense here that whatever that you're wanting to manifest or whatever you're desiring for the outcome is that the communication you receive, the direction that goes when things start moving forward, that it brings the peace that you need as part of this. But I do feel like you've got, you know, the right opportunity here, or the information that you need, or the direction that you've been desiring. It comes with love, it comes with care, it comes with an opportunity that brings you peace in the home front. Let's have a look at the King of Cups. Yeah, so someone wants to work together here with you. Share more on this Three of Pentacles. I still feel like someone, you know, is holding back their feelings. I think this came through earlier the end of last week. Now, I am using a totally different deck too in terms of the energy, but this is about holding back feelings and potentially emotions, or not sharing it, but also importantly, your energy, Pisces, and being connected intuitively, because there's something here that someone's wanting to show that they care. There's quite a strong connection. You've got someone here that wants to work with you. Or you're coming together to figure out how to work together. But there's something here that I also feel is being held back or hidden right now that you've got to navigate through. Yeah. And maybe part of emotions being held back is because of conflict, okay? That's what's coming through next. Let's just get one more. Yeah. But you'll get into the right direction. You've got the Ten of Cups. You're finishing up here with the Ten of Cups. So that's really telling us here right now that 8, 9, 10. It's all moving in the direction you want. I think there's just some challenges getting there right now, because when there's more people involved, people you've got to consider, people that matter to you, or a dynamic or situation that matters to you, and you're working with those energies. Again, your power as part of this is when you can lock in and stay focused on being grounded and at peace on a mental note, but knowing your truth, knowing where you're going, seeking the information that you need. But also, if you need help, it's okay to get help too, you know. I'm feeling good about this, Pisces. I'm really feeling good about this. So hang in there, stay trusted in terms of your steps and within yourself. Much love. If you feel connected, like and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you later. Bye now.